Hi everyone, welcome to the first brow tutorial ever. I'm going to do it on this look, which is actually my go-to getting out at night look. It's something really quick and easy, something that I just put on in like 30 minutes and I'm out the door. It's been a while now. I have about 11 videos up and I thought maybe I should just do a brow tutorial on how I do it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do my left side using a more 90s brow, you know, like a more slimmer brow, how I do, and that is usually my go-to. And if I want a fluffy brow or a full brow, I'm going to do that on my right side, and we're going to like compare the differences, see what products I used, and we're going to go on from there. And about this look that I currently have going on right now, it's going to come out in the next week, so stay tuned. So I'm going to demonstrate the 90s brow on my left side because not only is it slightly easier for me, but it's so quick to do. First things first, I'll just take this brow gel from Tilbury and just comb the brows up, and I'm just going to put all these down. I really don't want any hairs sticking out for the 90s brow, and all I'm going to use is this pencil, which is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown, which is pretty much my go-to. Before I kind of go in, I just have to wait for this brow gel to dry, so maybe I'll give it 5 odd minutes or so. Okay, I feel like the product has dried, so what I'm going to do is just get you super up close because you have to see what I do. Oh! Honestly, my 90s brows is very simple. I just follow my natural shape. So I'm going under here and I am just going in a straight line. So a straight line from here all the way up, and I'm going to point this tail outward. And I'm also going to elongate this slight more. And then I'm just going in with light strokes in the front. This is usually like, you know, if I'm just running out the door, I just do my brows this way. And I just mark where the brow should begin, so right. And then I'm just gonna fix that. I don't want a corner, I want more of a rounded arch. And this is literally how I do my 90s brow, or like sort of my go-to brow. This is usually, you know, I'm just running out and, you know, I don't have too much time to spend going with a full brow. Takes me, what, I don't know, maybe 1 minute. So I'm going to leave this brow like this, and I'm going to go on to a fuller brow on this side. So for my full brow, what I first do is I start combing the hair up, and I want to see which angle do I want this brow to end. So I just did my brows today morning, the same way that I do it in the video that which I'm just gonna link here right now. So after brushing all these hairs up, I like to go in from the bottom and once again draw a straight line, and then using my nostril as a guideline, I'm just going to mark where the brow should begin, and I start feathering little lines this way. Wherever you see you've gone, like I can see I've gone a little more darker in the beginning, so I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm literally going to draw this out this way. I've gone above and over out of this line, but usually that gets fixed when you put like a brow gel through your brows. I'm going to comb everything downwards because this opens up all the spaces where you have to have some shape, right? Using this top as a guide, I am just drawing this straight out here and joining. And now I'm just gonna brush this up. Okay, great. I am happy with it. Just a little spot to fill here. Once again, I'm just gonna brush these down. And now I'm just gonna fill in this gap. And then I like to do this funny thing where I kind of raise my brow and I draw in the shape once more. And then I just start feathering it all the way from the inside. And the main part is when I come here in front, I like to relax my face and I like to go straight in from here. So if you see, I'm just drawing straight lines, but it's with a very light hand. And this gives so much more height to the brow. Looking down, because sometimes there's an extra space that's left on top here, I'm just kind of filling that in, and I'm now brushing it up again. Now I'm just connecting the bottom of this brow straight here so that it's one smooth line throughout. So I'm sure you definitely see the difference in the two brows, how this one is more arched and more thinner, and this one's a full thick brow, which I pretty much like a lot. And now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of brow gel to set on this side, and if needed I'll even go in with a felt tip point brow pen, something that will draw like brow like stroke. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the same Charlotte Tilbury brow gel, and I'm just combing this up. I like to comb the first half of my brow at like kind of like a 45-degree angle, and for the rest I do comb it up, but then I kind of take the points down a bit, but not the last one here. So you kind of have to wait for that to set in a bit, and if you see now it has opened up so much space, so I can kind of go in into those sparse spaces. So I've gone in with the pencil, and now I'm just going to see if I need a few strokes anywhere. I like to balance my hand against my face. Only wherever needed, I am drawing. But this is essentially how I do a 90s skinny brow on this side, depending on how I feel, and versus a full brow on this side. And now that we're done with this, I'm actually going to move on and complete this look, for which I'm going to transform my 90s brow into a full brow. So the trick here is to only fill areas that you want. Like for me, I'm definitely going to increase the height from here, and I'm also going to increase the thickness from down below here. So I'm going to first kind of mark the beginning of the brow, or at least how high it should reach. So I'm guessing somewhere here. I've marked a point here. From this highest point, I am going to draw straight lines, or one straight line, because I have to kind of like bring the brow till here. I'm doing like some kind of initial shading and using the pencil sideways. I'm just going to start drawing sort of hair-like strokes up, just to get some density in color here too. This is where my brows are very different. I don't have much hair here in the beginning of my left brow, but my right I have quite a full little something going on. Always look straight into a mirror and start doing this. So I'm kind of happy with how the two look right now. and I'm gonna see what changes do I need to do to the tail. So right now this brow is a little more downward and this is a little more high and it's more straight and out. For which what I can do is essentially comb these up. I'm gonna press delete onto that little extension that I had made earlier. And once again, I'm gonna go in with this Charlotte Tilbury clear brow gel. And I'm combing this really high. Wow, look at all these. And similarly, I'm just gonna dip that down. But I do want this upward. And what I want to do is I want to build my brow more on the upper end here. So I'm just going this way. I'm gonna now start doing it from the underside. So notice how all I have is kind of like a smooth straight line on this side. I'm gonna try and do the same thing here. So you can now see how I've increased the size of this brow as well. And next I'm actually going to use a little bit of that brow pen, and this I'll use in the corner. I hope this video helped you a little bit. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, please. That would really help me. And in the end, do brows the way you like to do it, because no one's here to tell you what to do and what not. I usually, depending on how I feel that day, on my mood, I do it thin sometimes, I do it nice, big and bushy sometimes like this. So I hope you like this, and do watch how I did this makeup tutorial.